Hello, everyone. Welcome to this webinar for Incoming India, based on their partners in Bhutan, one of the destinations that they sell. I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Matta, who is the man on the ground in Bhutan, and the operations manager, Sumita, who will be taking us through this webinar, discussing everything there is to know about Bhutan and why you should travel there. Welcome, Dr. Matta.
Thank you so much. Kuzangbo.
Great to have you. So if you can just run us through yeah, just a bit about the country of Bhutan, and then we can yeah, we'll take it from there. So thanks very much.
It's my pleasure to be here with you all and give a small presentation from webinar. When I say Kuzangbo means namaste, hello, like we call. So first of all, I like to take you around this map of Bhutan, because unless we know the demography, the geography of the country, probably nothing can be done. Because especially when you're planning a tour or a vacation or a holiday for any of the guests, you must know what exactly is there in the country in terms of the destinations to visit. So this place, this is called Thimphu. Thimphu is the capital of Bhutan. And the interesting thing with this is the only capital city in the world which does not have even a single traffic light. Sound interesting? No traffic light at all. Right. Now, unfortunately, the airport is not in Thimphu. It's not in the capital. Unlike other countries, the airport is in the valley. This is called Paro. Paro and Thimphu are hardly 50 kilometers away. So about 1 hour to 1 hour, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 20 minutes. Now this entire, starting from Paro. So Paro is a valley. Thimphu is again the capital city. From Thimphu, we proceed to Punakha. Punakha is again about 3 hours. A thumb rule for Bhutan, except Paro Thimphu, each destination is about 3 hours distance from another. That's a thumb rule for Bhutan, right? So even if you do not know anything and a customer asks you how far is this and how far is that, you should be able to tell, okay, around 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
That's easy enough.
Yeah. Okay. So Paro Thimphu about 1 hour, then Thimphu to Punakha about 3 hours. Then Punakha, you go to Pobjika. Pobjika is a valley. Before that, I tell you about, I'll go through all the details in depth when I proceed further. I'm just giving a brief idea as of now on this. Then Pobjika is there, which is about 2.5 hours. Then Pobjika to Trongsa, further to Bhumtang. 95% of tourists only go up to Bhumtang. 95%. Because when you go further to that, then that is Trashigang and Mongar and Samdruzokhar, which opens into Assam. As of now, India-Bhutan border on this route, Samdruzokhar, is closed. Right? So we'll keep ourselves up to Bhumtang only. Is it all right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
perfectly understood. Yeah.
Now, if you have seen the Bhutanese flag, this shows a thunder dragon. It's the yellow color in this symbolizes the authority of the king. White represents the purity and the loyalty, while the orange is the symbolic of Drukpa monasteries. It's a Buddhist country, pure Buddhist country. But of course, other religions have also come up. The country has a population of only 7 lakh. That's it. Out of that, also around 1 lakh people have migrated to Canada, Australia, and other places. So hardly 6 lakh people, which probably in a small town in Europe would have that much.
So just to confirm, a lek is 100,000.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Now, you can see an animal over here. This animal is the national animal of Bhutan, which is called takin. This is a hybrid animal, and this you will not see anywhere else in the world. The next image is of archery. Now it's also a part of Olympics also. So this is the national sport. And the third one is blue puppy, the national flower of the country. Now Bhutan has a king, but still they have a democratic elected government as well. So it is a democratic constitutional monarchy. This is first country in the world with specific constitutional obligations on its people to protect the environment. 60% of the nation must remain under forest cover. And you'll be surprised to know and happy to know this is the greenest country in the world. It's the eighth happiest country in the world. We people across the globe talk about GDP, whereas Bhutan, they measure their development in terms of GNH. GNH is gross national happiness. So they look at the happiness quotient while defining their growth. Now, as I mentioned, Thimphu is the only one of the two cities in Asia which does not have a traffic light, and the only capital in the world.
Mm.
Until COVID, tobacco was totally prohibited in the country. Any kind of, be it cigarettes and all that. Even if when I travel or anybody travels, we used to declare it over there. That fine, I have this much, and we need to pay about 200% duty. But post COVID, the things have become some liberal. You can even buy it over there, but not officially.
Mm.
Plus, smoking is not allowed in any of the hotel, not even in rooms. The hotels charge up to $300 a night as a penalty for that in case you smoke in the room. There are designated areas outside the hotel where you can go and smoke.
Are you allowed to bring in tobacco, cigarettes?
Yes,
So
you can bring
so
in.
as a tourist, you can bring in a few boxes
Yes,
and
yes,
smoke in
yeah,
designated areas. Okay.
yeah. But now a few shops do sell it.
Oh, okay.
Not
So
openly, but yes, in case somebody needs it, it's a short of stock, there's always a
yeah.
provision to get it.
So as a tourist, stock up if you
Yes.
smoke. Yeah.
And interesting thing is Bhutan is the only country in the world which is not only carbon neutral, but carbon negative.
Mm.
So imagine the kind of carbon we produce. They consume a little of that and produce more of oxygen. The
Wow.
main economy of the country is hydrocarbon and tourism. And as per their constitution, the 60% of the nation's entire area should always remain under forest cover. This is how they have been able to become a carbon active country.
Mhm.
Now, Bhutan is very well connected now. We have two airlines. One is Druk Air, second one is Bhutan Airlines. Druk Air is the Royal Government of Bhutan's airlines. So government airlines, and the Bhutan Airlines is belongs to Tashi Group of Hotels, Tashi Group, which is the biggest conglomerate over there in Bhutan. Both the airlines, airfare is exactly same. Schedule could be different. Days of operation could be different. And from India, this airlines connects from New Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, Bangalore, Gaya, Bagdogra, Guwahati. And overseas, we talk about Bangkok, Singapore, Dubai, and Dhaka. Besides Kathmandu also.
Mhm.
There are flights, almost daily flights from Bangkok as well. Right? And then, as I said, Bhutan is our neighboring country, neighbors to India. It is very well connected. There are two main borders. One is from Phuntsholing border, which is the nearest railway to that is Jalpaiguri, which is Hashimara place. Though none of the tourists goes through rail route, but I'm just for the information I'm telling this. By road, many people travel, especially who club are Sikkim, Darjeeling, along with the Bhutan or Assam. With Assam, we have the southern eastern border of Samdruk Zongkhar. As I told earlier, this border is closed as of now post-COVID. Now, what we require to enter Bhutan? You should have only two things. Besides, of course, your payment money to make the payment to afford your package tour. You need a valid passport with minimum 6 months of validity. And then we need your photographs, passport size photographs. You need to send only these two documents to us along with your payment, and then rest will take care of everything. Now, interesting thing is here, other than Bangladesh and Maldives and Indians, rest everyone whosoever comes to India to Bhutan on a tourist visa have to pay a US dollar 100 per person per night as SDF, which is Sustainable Development Fee. Now, this fee is used for social upliftment. You will be surprised to know that in a country like Bhutan, there's no, entire education is free. Even for higher education, government sends people out of country if you are, intelligent enough. Then entire medical is free. There's no private hospital in Bhutan. It's all government hospitals. So Medical and education, these two major things which everyone strives for, which are challenging for everyone else anywhere in the world. These two are completely free in Bhutan. So social security is there. This $100 cover all that stuff, and
Hmm.
plus other social upliftment of the country. Now, this $100 per person per night is a fixed price which everyone has to pay, beside one-time fee of USD 40, which is a visa fee.
Hmm.
If somebody says, I only want a visa, we cannot do that. Nobody can do that. One
Mm.
has to pay this SDF plus visa to get into Bhutan.
So just to clarify, if you stay for 7 nights, you're looking at $740 per
Yes,
adult.
exactly.
Plus,
Exactly.
plus, of course, your hotels and
Yeah.
that
So
kind of.
you can say that $740 is just an entry fee to enter Tibet. Oh, sorry, Bhutan, not
Yeah,
Tibet.
yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
entry fee for Bhutan. And over and above, your hotels, transportation, guide, monument fee, everything is extra.
Okay. And then the passport, I mean, do you get it on arrival or if you must bring
No,
a photograph?
no. It has, as I said, we need a passport copy of yours and a photograph. We need to apply this in advance.
Okay,
Now,
so do
they,
you send that on email or something like that?
yes, it's all through
Okay.
email. And we'll send you an electronic confirmation, electronic visa, which will be an approval from the immigration that fine so and so person has been, this visa has been approved. So
Okay.
as soon as you land at the immigration post in Bhutan, be it at Phuntsling border if you're coming by surface or at Paro International Airport, your passport would be endorsed with the arrival stamp.
Okay. So then you pay it on credit card, the 700,
No,
whatever, the $100.
payment would entire payment is being done before, way
Yeah.
before getting you the visa.
Yeah. So
So
you pay that on however card or transfer to the your company or
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. So there's
So
no
Bashish
cash,
will
cash
probably
on
be able to
arrival.
guide you more on the payment terms and by the way, I mean, how will be accepting the payment, whether it's be only through bank transfer or through credit cards and whatever. That Subhashish may probably highlight on that.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
We'll talk about that a bit later because I think that's, one of the big things that people are confused about. And when they think about Bhutan, they think of this massive fee. But certainly we are working with the UK travel trade more than likely. So
Right.
that $100, it's I don't know what it is in pounds, 80 somewhat pounds, at the moment, 70, maybe 70 something pounds. But that's a good, per person per night, then plus the 40, and it all gets paid for beforehand. Um, and then not that many people would do that, but if they chose to maybe stay on, is that possible? Do they have to like reapply if they wanted to stay for a few more days?
In case somebody wish to extend, that is possible. In that case, of course, this fee is applicable, plus a small fee for extension,
Okay.
visa extension. This is possible.
Okay, as long as it's possible, because some people
Yeah.
might love it there, and then that as long as they don't have to leave and come back to extend.
We have many people, especially from UK, who come there for 7 or 9 nights. They end up spending 15 nights there.
Yeah, no, I can
They don't
imagine.
gonna want to go back.
Yeah, no, it looks very incredible. So I'm keen to hear more now that we know about all the paperwork. Then let's
Yeah,
get into the great things you can see and do.
sure. So this $100 is for an adult. Anybody, a child who is between 6 to 11, who has not attained 12 years, that's why I'm saying 11 years, he will be charged 50%. And
Okay.
children below 6 years are complimentary in terms of SDF,
Hmm.
right? Visa fees applicable as $40 for everyone. Okay. Now, when we talk about seasonality or the weather, Bhutan is an year-round destination. You come at any time of the month, you will see one or the other things. It's so beautiful across the year. Now, the harsh winter, what we call, is December, January, February month. When we say harsh, it is not -20, -30. Let's say about -2, -3 during nights. Days are pleasant. So, if you compare it with UK or Europe, it's not as cold as it would be over there. Now, March, April, May are the best months to travel, and then followed by September, October, and November. Now, we have 3 months when we have rain as well. Though with global warming, nobody can predict now what's going to happen tomorrow. We have seen it across the globe. But traditionally, June, July, and August, these 3 months are treated as monsoon months. Still, we have a lot of tourists coming into Bhutan. Flights are regular, no cancellation, nothing. Now, as I told you earlier, that the main tourists which come to Bhutan gets concentrated until Bhutan. So this is another map showing you that Paro, Thimphu, Punakha, Gengte, Trongsa, and Bhutan. When you'll be getting a query, your clients would, there's a possibility that 99% of your clients would have not even heard anything beyond Bhutan.
Mm.
And interestingly, for UK market, because it's a high-end market, there are two hotel chains. One is Aman Kora, and second one is Six Senses. Both the chains have five resorts each, and at all these five places, not beyond
Okay.
that. So
Okay.
Paro, Thimphu, Punakha, Gengte, which is also called as Pobjika, and Bhumtan. Now, at times, one of our salespeople might get confused. Somebody will say Wangdu or Wangdi. Now, Punakha and Wangdi are one and the same thing. It's a district, a different name given to them. But it's the same thing, same monuments, everything is same. I was telling you about the distances. So if you see here, the first one, Parothimpu, about 1.5 hours maximum. Thereafter, 3 hours. This again, about 2.5, 3 hours. So, as a benchmark, it's about 3 hours. These are, forget about this India border and all that. Other one is about 3 hours journey one way from one destination to another.
Mhm.
Now, what is there in Paro? In every calendar of Bhutan, every event of Bhutan, whether it's a national day or in case there is a sales mission going anywhere, the one picture which one sees is this one. This is called Tiger Nest Monastery. It is when somebody comes to, let's say, India, if somebody doesn't visit Taj Mahal, people say, oh, you have not been to India.
Yes.
Like, similarly, if you've not seen Statue of Liberty in US, you have not been there. Likewise, so in case you have not visited Tiger Nest, you have not visited Bhutan.
Mm.
So it is a must-go destination. It's about 5 to 6 hours walk, only hike, about 2.5 hours uphill and then coming back. There is no motorable route to this. It's only hiking. But yes, you do get pony.
You need to be quite fit.
Sorry?
You need to be quite fit.
No, not exactly.
Okay, so it's not hilly. It's quite
Not that really. Of course, you
okay.
gain altitude about 3,400 meter, but that doesn't make much of difference because you're walking gradually. It's a hike,
Okay.
slow
All
hike.
right.
You have the option to come back from wherever you want.
Okay.
Then we have Parozong and Tazong. Tazong is a museum and Parozong is a fortress. We have another fortress in Paro, which is Drukyalzong, which is just beyond your tiger nest. Then we do have a Kichu Lakang. I have not mentioned it here. Kichu is a temple where the film Little Buddha was shot. Then in Thimphu, the most of the monuments which you see would be in Thimphu, being a capital city. Majority of the people live there. We have a post office and a post office museum, Bhutan Postal Museum. Now, why a postal museum is of so importance? It is one of the countries wherein you can go take your picture, either you or your kids, whosoever, and ask them to make stamps for that. They'll make the stamps in front of you, and you can use them to post it from Bhutan to anywhere in the world. So the postal stamps can be created with your own images. Then we have giant Buddha Point called Buddha Denma. We have a painting school. Then it is a textile museum, folk heritage museum. Then Tashio This Tashio is primarily during the weekdays. It's only open in the evening. Otherwise, from morning till evening, the government office takes place from there. So it's the houses, the government offices. Then we have weekend market, then paper factory, and many more monuments. So Thimphu is full of monuments. Even if you spend 5 nights in Thimphu, you will probably not be able to cover all the monuments. Now, if you see this illuminating thing, this is a zong. Zong means fortress. The two words I must tell you. One is zong. Zong is fortress. Second one is lakhang. Lakhang means temple. Just keep that in mind. So even if you say Punakha Fortress, Punakha Fort, perfect with everyone. Everyone will understand that. Similarly, Chimi Lakhang or Chimi Temple or Kichu Lakhang or Kichu Temple, it's one and the same thing. Now, this Punakha Zong is the most beautiful zong in Bhutan. It does have a hanging bridge next to this, and that is the longest in Bhutan. The Chimilakhang, this is, a fertility temple. People have belief. We have people who come, who have visited Bhutan, they are coming back again just to pray because their wishes were fulfilled. People believe that once they make a wish there, they visit the place, infertile people can also become fertile.
Hmm.
Yes, this is the belief. And we have the live examples for that when people come there for repeat visit just to pay a homage to this. Then in Bhumtang, we call it a Switzerland of Bhutan. It's so beautiful, amazing place. These are all temples, Jambelakhang, Kurjelakhang, Tamshinglakang. Then this is fortress, Jakazong, and this is Lake of Burning Fire, Mebersho. Then we have a valley, Ura village.
Hmm.
Now, if you've seen this bird, you know what it is?
No,
This this is a
that's
crane.
okay.
So these are a black-necked crane. These are migratory birds, which comes to Bhutan during primarily from Tibet during month of November and remain until March. So
Hmm.
coinciding with this, in every year on 11th of November, we have a festival in Gangte. Gangte is also known as Pobjika, which is called Black Neck Crane Festival. And few years ago, about 10, 12 years ago, this valley used to be Black Valley. Like in the sense there was no electricity.
Mm.
There were no TVs. Nothing was there. So because these cranes come there every year, so the Royal Society of Protection for Nature has also come up with a crane information center there. The main two points to visit over there are these two. In case somebody is staying for 2 nights, then we have certain trails. When we walk into toward these hills, the jungles, the small two, three trails have been identified where people go and visit. Then now between Gangte and Bhumtang, there's a place called Trongsa. A small town. It has a zone of its own and a museum. The Tazong, it houses a museum, it's a heritage museum, and the other one is a fortress. Now, these are normal sightseeing tours. Now, and which you will find everywhere in most of the brochures.
Mm.
So, what is the different thing? What you can propose to your client? This is try on Go and Kira. Go and Kira is a Bhutanese dress. I'll take you further there. This is the one. This is the king and the queen in their traditional dress. Then this is experience at Tamalinka. Tamalinka is a beautiful resort outskirts of Thimphu Valley, which is owned by the Queen Mother of Bhutan. So it's a royal family's property, wherein they have a composite package. They give you everything in as a bundle product, which includes a Bhutanese lunch, archery, then kuru. This one is kuru, the lady in the bow in the hand, arrow in
Hmm.
the hand, and this is again go and kira. Go is a dress put on by men, and kira is a dress put on by women. Now this is their famous Indian actresses. Now, this is a cricketer and an actress, Anushka. So, this is another activity which can be done called lighting of butter lamp. In any of the temples, usually we do it in Kichu temple, but we can do it in any temple. So, there are 108 butter lamps, a spacious one. You can pray for anyone, for yourself, for your family, for your parents, whatsoever. And this is a farmhouse, visit to a farmhouse, then interaction with the locals over there. This is the Bhutanese cuisine which you can have at a farmhouse. Traditional farmhouses are there, especially in Paro and Punakha. Then this tub looks different, which probably you may not have seen anywhere. This is called hot stone bath. This is specialty of Bhutan. In this, what is being done? Are you seeing this stones are being warm up over here on the other this thing picture? So
Hmm. Yeah.
these red hot stones are being put into water behind this tub, and then water flows through that. So you get a medicated water in this tub, and you spend a good 1 hour over there, primarily and preferably after tiger nest hike. So to get relief of that, the
Mm.
entire pain what you have done suffered for this 5 hours of hike, you will be relaxed after this. So this is called hot stone bath. Again, authentic and unique to Bhutan. So almost every hotel from Six Senses to Aman to any other good hotel, they have this kind of horse bars, and this is the image which is there in the farmhouse at a, I mean the horse at a farmhouse. Now archery, as I told you, archery is the national game of Bhutan. We have a special archery ground in Paro. If guests are interested, we can take them there. And of course, at additional, all these things come at an additional price, though minimal, but yes, additional price is there. So they can experience, they can try their hands on archery. The guide or driver, whosoever will be accompanying them, they will be explaining everything about how to do this, and then they'll be trying their hands. This is the postal stamps which I was telling you. They can go and get it done. Irrespective whatever amount you want, it can be done. And then while you are in Bhutan, if your kids or your parents get a letter from Bhutan with your photograph on that, I'm sure they'll be amused.
Yeah, no, it looks great. I've got many ideas.
Yeah. Now, this is BARC. BARC is Bhutan Animal Conservation, Animal and Rescue Conservation. So now there are many people, especially from Europe, who comes to us and say that we want to do some volunteering because, or we want to do something for the pets. For people, everyone does. They do charity, they said. But for pets, not everyone does, or not everywhere we have the provision. In Bhutan, yes, we have a provision for this thing, animals rescue and all that, which is just outskirt of Thimphu. One can go there, do the volunteering as well as donations over there. And then, as I said, Bhutan culture is different, totally unique. There are some people who want to interact with the locals, interact with the kids in particular, and they want to donate something to them. Donation is separate, but yes, visiting a school can be arranged provided there are no holidays.
Mm.
So this we need to keep in mind. There could be instances wherein we confirm, but the later holidays being announced, that is something which is beyond our control.
Hmm.
Now,
Sorry,
Bhutan has,
sorry, Dr. Matta, just quickly, as a tourist, would you need travel insurance or is the medical also covered for tourists?
see, we always recommend to get insurance done,
Okay.
though it is not mandatory for Bhutan.
Yeah. But if you need to go to hospital, would you need to claim
No,
back from
nothing.
insurance or
Everything is free.
even for
By the time
tourists?
you are in Bhutan, even for a tourist, everything is free. Entire treatment is free.
Okay, that's good to know.
But why
Thanks.
we say so? Because again, they are government hospitals, and with the 700,000 of population, they do not have that much of advanced medical facilities. So
Yes,
in
for
case you
sure.
have to fly from there, then if you don't have insurance, nothing would be covered.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
So we always suggest insurance to be taken.
Yeah, perfect.
Now, as I told, the moment you leave Paro, you will be somehow going across or close to the river. So there are many rivers over there, Pochu, Mochu, Paro River. So we can arrange 6 course, 4 course lunches in Paro, in Punakha, and elsewhere. The picnic lunches can be done. This is a picnic lunch in Punakha. You can see this kind of tent tables and chairs.
Mm.
Then we do have a river rafting in Bhutan. Interesting. Especially in Punakha. We do have kayaking, which can be done in Punakha, in Thimphu, but certain months, of course, when the water level is to that extent.
Mm.
And Kuru, I already told you that what Kuru is all about. That game. Now, festivals. We have lots of festival taking place in Bhutan. Almost every month, you will have 3 to 5 festivals taking place. And all the festivals, the main thing what happens is the dances, mass dances. If you see these two images, everyone, all the performers are in mass. From morning to evening, the dances starts. However, every city, as I say, Paro, Thimphu, Punakha, Gengte, they have a festival by the same name. Let's say if it's Paro festival, it's in Paro. Thimphu festival in Thimphu. Gengte festival in Gengte. Trongsa festival in Trongsa. So very easy.
Easy, easy enough.
Yes. So
So,
one festival is known as Shechu. In Bhutan, we call it Shechu. So that is a festival. Okay. And during Shechu, of course, the prices also go up to some extent, especially with the hotels. So that keeps on changing. That
Subhash,
one
I
do you want to
makes,
say
I have
something?
a, yeah.
yes,
Sorry, I
please.
have a question, Dr. Mata here. I think similar festivals, mass festivals, are also celebrated in Leh and Ladakh.
No, I beg to differ. Not exactly. A few
Okay.
of these festivals will be there, or the dances could be a bit of common because all Buddhist culture, whether it's Ladakh or it is there, so some dance forms could be common, but otherwise, it's all different festivals altogether.
Okay.
Like in Paro, I must tell you, there's a big thanka. Thanka is a painting on a piece of cloth and huge. It's called giant, not even huge, giant, which covers the entire fortress.
Okay.
Right. And that is being done at 3 o'clock in the morning. So these are different, altogether different schedules.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, if you have anyone who wants to come and get married in Bhutan, we can do that.
Hmm.
We can arrange weddings in Bhutan, and we can even arrange a mock wedding in Bhutan. We have provision from catering to priests and everything in Buddhist style. Everything can be organized, and we have been doing that.
Great.
And this is Namge Artisanal Brewery, which is located in Paro, just behind Tashi Namge Resort, very, very close to the airport. So this can be one of the optional tour after your sightseeing tour in one of the evening, where we do a tasting session of different kind of beers with some snacks. When we call snacks, is a primarily wheat, I mean wheat or rice, puff rice.
Hmm.
It's about snacks. Now we have blessing ceremony wherein a monk comes and bless the entire group, whether it's 2 people or 20 people. We can have it by one monk or we can have it by three, four, 5 monks, depending on the kind of budget the guests are willing to pay. Now this was my picture along with Chef Kezang, and we had this. He's the Chef Kezang. Unfortunately, he's no more now. He used to be the royal family chef. So for our VIP groups, we arrange a special dinner at his place. He has his own small dining hall wherein we arrange it. Now, there are many people who are interested not much in sightseeing, cultural sightseeing, but they want to go for hiking. So, as I already told, the Paro Tiger Nest is there, which will be about 5 to 6 hours hike, going and coming back. Then in Thimphu also, we have a hike to Cherry and Tango monasteries, which are about 2.5, 3 hours hike. Yangtze, I was talking about some nature trails. These are there. The two trails are there, about 2 hours. Then Bhutan also, you can go for a 7 hours hike. Now, what all we can do, any kind of tour you can think of, we are there to organize, provided we have infra, like walking tours, photography tours, bird watching, trekking, biking, mountain biking, spiritual tours, experiential homestays, and many places we have homestays now. Yoga and meditation, then hot spring tours or healing tours. There are people who come only for this now. Then volunteering in Bhutan is again a new concept which is coming up. The cheese and beer tour. That is especially possible in Bhutan. We have a cheese and beer factory in Bhutan. Festival tours can be done at any can be done at in any of the city in Bhutan, depending on the time the festival is taking place there. We can organize educational tours. You want to study about gross national happiness, or you want to study about anything into Bhutan, the same can be organized with the relevant ministry. Then we do organize culinary tours where you come, you learn how to cook different cuisines of Bhutan.
Okay.
Now, this is something about the hotels which we have. This is the five-star hotels in Thimphu, Amankora, Six Senses. Then we have Pemako, Le Meridian. Pemako was earlier Thai Tashi. Then we have Tamanika Resort, this which I was telling you about, this experiential packages.
Hmm.
Then this is Yarke, which is being rebranded as Taj Selection Hotels.
Okay.
This is Postcard, a new hotel has come up about 2 years ago. Now, these are four-star hotels. This is again a Royal Family Hotel, Himalayan Keys Forest Resort, a Norkil Resort, Norkil Boutique Spa. Then we have Capital Hotel right in the heart of town. Then we have Brook Hotel, the most centrally located hotel of Thimphu. Is Brook
Hmm.
Hotel, and the most, and the oldest hotel as well. Then another four-star, we have another hotel called Arya Hotel. We have Bhutan Peaceful as well as Tashi Rong Grand. Now in three-star category, we have Migma, Funsapelri, Kisa Hotel, Ralha. Icholing Boutique, Amodhara, Nodenma, Paddling. So, if you've seen the hotel rooms, the inventory in a hotel in Bhutan starts from as low as 8 rooms, and the maximum inventory is about 75 rooms in Thimphu. So these are not big hotels like other parts of the world.
Mm.
Amankoras lodges and Six Senses would have inventory starting from 8 rooms to 22 rooms. Most of the three-star hotels will have about 30 to 30 rooms, 12 to 30 rooms, the average. So four-star would have about like Himalayan Keys only 12 rooms, 12 Keys hotel. So while proposing, we need to see if it's a group, we will not be proposing the hotels which have a low inventory.
Mm.
That any case will take care of,
And
but just
and
information.
and what about? Sorry to interrupt. What about lifts in the three-star hotels? Are all
Yes,
the
very interesting point. Most of the three-star hotels in Bhutan do not have any elevator, other than those which are located in the markets where there is not much of area. So hotels in Paro town, Thimphu town, and Punakha town have lifts, so elevators. Otherwise, most of the hotels do not have any elevator, especially three-star category. So these are the hotels in Paro, Amankora, Six Senses. This is again Densa Resort. Then this is La Meridian Paro, Jivaling, Heritage. These are four-star hotels. I'll just go through this quickly. Is that all right?
Yeah, yeah,
This
please. Just some options, yeah.
these are Punakha hotels. 60% of the tourists only visit Paro, Thimphu, and Punakha. 60% of the tourists coming to Bhutan only visit Paro, Thimphu, Punakha.
Hmm.
This is Gengte. Again, three-star hotel in Gengte. Unfortunately, there's no four-star hotel in Gengte. Category is four-star. So this Devachan Resort, Devachan Hotel and Spa is equivalent to a four-star hotel, or this camp, the Gengte Tent Resort, which is a new one, and this
uh,
lodge.
like Nepal? Does Bhutan also have casinos in
Not
the
at all.
hotels? No,
Do
no
not expect
casinos.
any nightlife when you come to Bhutan.
Okay,
So there are karaoke's and everything, but don't expect that.
okay.
No
Mm.
nightlife. This is Bhumtang. In Bhumtang, we have one four-star hotel called U Garlic Resort. Rest are all three-star. Now, this is a fleet. Why I'm showing you this? The biggest capacity of a vehicle in Bhutan is 22 seats.
Okay.
This is a coaster. It comes in two variant, 18-seater and 22-seater. There's no big vehicle than this. So in case you have a group of 40 people, they say they want to travel in one vehicle, not possible. These are interior. We do not have luxurious coasters as we have in India, tempo travelers, Maharaja and all that. We don't have that in Bhutan.
Mm.
These are the basic vehicle, Santa Fe, Tucson, the SUVs, which we use for one or two trucks.
Mm.
Then we have Toyota High Roof. This is Toyota Hiace. This is the interior of Toyota High Roof, which just so this one last image.
Hmm.
So
Are
probably this
these,
one.
sorry, one thing which I wanted to check. Do you have electric vehicles there in Bhutan?
Yes. Recently, few of the electric vehicles have come up, but only SUVs.
Only SUVs, okay.
Okay. Well, that's great, Dr. Matta. Thank you so much for doing this for us. And I was really, really fascinated by everything that I saw, and I can't wait to get out there. So I'll with World Travel Market London coming up soon, hopefully many travel agents and tour operators and buyers will watch this webinar beforehand and then reach out to us. We will be at World Travel Market London from the 5th to the 7th of November 2024 this year. And we look forward to seeing you on the incoming India stand. I will write in the notes where that stand is, and then you can come along to us and see how you can plan your trip to Bhutan.
Unfortunately, I would not be able to make it. I have some other appointments here, but Subhashish would be there.
Subhashish will be there. And then, yeah, if people are watching this after that date, they can get in touch with me, GW at kusaglobal.com, and then I will put you in touch with all the right
Sure,
people.
sure, sure.
Okay. All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you very much for your
Thank you
time.
so much.
To
Thank you so
everybody,
much.
yeah, to everybody watching, we'll see you soon in Bhutan now that you know all the lovely things to do and see. And thanks very much.
Pleasure mine.
Thank you,
Thank you.
guys.
All
Thanks
right.
for the time.
Great.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
See
Bye.
you soon in
everybody.
Bhutan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Ciao. Bye. Bye.